Think about what you are going to do tomorrow. Maybe you have to go to work, or maybe you are planning to meet a friend. To talk about those plans in English, you need a specific tool, the future simple tense. We use this tense for a very specific purpose, to describe actions, events, or states of being that have not happened yet. Take a look at this timeline showing the transition from today to tomorrow. To get to the future, English relies on one word, will. By placing will directly in front of an action, you instantly transport it into the future. Mastering this one word gives you the ability to share your plans, your dreams, and your intentions with anyone. Here is the exact formula for a positive statement. You start with your subject, add will, and finish with your base verb. Let's apply it. Take our subject, a student, add will, and our base verb, study. The result? The student will study. We use this structure in 3 primary situations in daily life. The first is for making predictions. When you look up and see dark clouds, you make a guess about what happens next. You say, it will rain. The second situation is for spontaneous decisions. These are choices you make at the exact moment you are speaking, rather than something you planned out days in advance. For example, if you are walking down the hall and someone drops their books, you make a split-second decision to assist them. You step forward and say, I will help you. The third major use is for making promises or offering something to another person. You are giving someone your word that an action will happen. If you are leaving a gathering and want to assure a friend you'll stay in touch, you make a promise, I will call you later. These 3 situations show how we actively engage with the world. We rely on this tense to react to our environment, offer help to others, and build trust through our promises. Of course, you also need to communicate refusals, or state clearly what is not going to happen. To do this, look at this updated formula. All we do is insert the word not immediately after will. In everyday conversational English, speakers like to be efficient. They snap these 2 words together to create the contraction won't. So instead of saying, I will not forget, you simply say, I won't forget. Learning to use won't is incredibly useful. It allows you to set clear boundaries and makes your speech sound natural and relaxed. When you want to ask a yes or no question, watch how this diagram changes. The word will must physically jump over the subject to the very front of the sentence. He will stay becomes will he stay. To answer, you rarely need to repeat the entire sentence back. You can give a natural short answer. Yes, I will, or no, I won't. Asking a question is a great start. But to prevent confusion, we also have to specify exactly when an action is going to occur. We anchor our sentences using common time expressions. Notice how these time expressions drop onto the timeline. You can say an event will happen tomorrow, next week, soon, or later. When you combine these questions with specific time words, it helps everyone understand exactly when your plans are going to happen. Let's review. This dashboard displays the 3 core structures you need. Use will for a positive statement, use won't for a negative statement, and put will at the front of the sentence to ask a question. You rely on these rules to make predictions about the world, to make spontaneous decisions in the moment, and to offer promises to your friends. Now it's time to put this into practice. Down below, tell me in the comments, what will you do tomorrow? You now have the grammar you need to talk about what's coming.